Hi guys, today I'm gonna share to you how we're going to calibrate instrument transmitter. Okay, this transmitter is flow type differential type transmitter, and today we're going to set up the transmitter with a calibrator as well as the communicator. So let's follow the step one by one. Firstly, we're going to ensure that our transmitter is within the range, so that we know what kind of pressure that we want to inject in our transmitter. So this is our pneumatic portable pneumatic calibrator, and the range will be determined later on by our communicator, which is this Emerson device. So firstly, we are going to connect our communicator to our transmitter. So the red probe will be connected to the plus side, and the negative probe will be connected to the negative side. So since this transmitter is not powered by any side equipment, so we're going to use this device to power up our transmitter. So this will be demonstrated by our before that, as you can see, the transmitter has three probes connection at this side. Either for the connection of the testing is either we're going to use the hard type or the hard plus power, due to the reason that we don't have any power here, so we will select this probe, this point, for testing and calibration. Alright, now we're going to connect this calibrator instrument A, get pressure to our transmitter unit. But take note that we can connect it either through the main process line or the vent line. But for this case, we are going to inject at the vent side. So in order to do that, okay, just imagine that we have a process line in this isolate line. So we are going to inject through this vent line. To do that, we have to first open the equalize valve, fully open. After that, we're going to close this isolate valve. Okay, we will close this isolate valve. So once the isolated valve is fully closed, then we proceed to open the vent valve. Fully open the vent valve. Okay, once done, we will proceed to connect the next we will close the equalize valve, fully close equalize valve. The reason why we open it at the first place is to ensure that there is no damage of the internal diagram of the transmitter. So next, once we have fully closed the equalize valve, we will connect the I forget to mention, one of the reasons that we fully close the equalize valve is to confirm that the reading is 0. Next, we will connect the instrument line from this calibrator into the transmitter vent line at the high pressure side. as you can look here, we have the high side and the low side. So for testing purposes, we will connect it to the high side. All right. Okay, let's move on to the communicator. So for the communicator, since we are using a hard protocol transmitter, how do we know? It's actually stated on top of the transmitter here, hard 4 to 20 milliamp. Okay. Okay. To do that, first we have to select the field communicator. Okay, then we can see that we need to select hard. Do you intend to provide power from tracks unit? Yes. Transmitter. Wait for a moment. Then you can see that there's a reading on the screen whereby we are using an inches H2O as the pressure input, and the analog output, that is what we're going to measure. So looking at this screen, the pressure is out of scale, so we need to ensure that the readings are accurate. So we will perform some fixing here by pressing service tool, routine maintenance, pressure calibration, and then we select 0. Okay. Okay. So we would like to apply 0 input to the sensor. Okay. So it's currently stabilizing. Alright. Okay, we can proceed now. Next, we want to configure okay, I believe we have been to this point. So once we have stabilized, the reading will be automatically 0 pressure and analog output. So to ensure that our reading is within the scale, so we will go to the configure side, and then we will go to the guided. Next we go into basic setup, and then we proceed to the range of scales, which is 0 to 25, which can be selected at the pressure LRV and the pressure URV, the lower and the upper range value. So once we have selected that, we go back to our overview. Alright, now it's time to play around with the pressure, applying the pressure. So what I'm gonna do is to apply the pressure into the transmitter by first configuring this to pressure line 1. Of course, I will get the pressure from our main intake. Then the pressure will be going into this calibrator unit, and then we will be applying the pressure into the transmitter vent line by slowly increasing this value, and I will be monitoring the figure here. So next, we're going to apply a pressure of ramping up from 0% to 100%, or 0 to 25 inches H2O, by stepping it at a scale of 5 times. So with that, the first surface pressure would be around 6.25. So we are slowly turning this knob, until we get a certain reading here. Okay, it's overshoot, so we're slowly turning down back to 6.25. It's a bit sensitive, so we'll do it very, very slow. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to take a value of 0% up until 100% with a step of 25% each, and we are expecting to get 6.25 at the 25%, 12.5 psi at the 50%, 18.75 at 75%, and 25 psi at 100%. So you can see here, so as we increase the knob, okay, at the step of 25%, which is equivalent to 6.25 psi or inches H2O, we are going to expect a current of 8 milliamp. So at 6.25 inches H2O will be equivalent to 8 milliamps. Again, so next we will increase further into the next step, which is 50%, which is about 12.5 inches H2O, and it will be expected to be equivalent to 12 milliamp. So as you can see, the reading here is not really accurate because of the sensitivity of the calibrator itself. However, we're gonna reach the value by as per the desired input PSI as well as the current. So at 12.5 we'll be getting a current of 12 milliamp. Okay, we should be there, actually almost there, 12.5. Okay, next we will go into the next 75%, which is equivalent to 18.75 inches H2O. This one we should be getting theoretically 16 milliamp. Finally, we will go into 100% PSI, which is about 100% pressure applied to the transmitter, which should be equivalent to 25 inches H2O. This will be equivalent to 20 milliamp.